Toronto Marlies game 6 of this second round playoff series. Bob McElligott and Doug Blake with you. We're joined by Crunch defenseman Duvie Westcott. And Duvie, just watching from up here, and there's some bone-rattling checks that are going on out there. Tell me from the perspective of being in this game, how hard-hitting is it tonight?
Yeah, it's a physical game as expected. Game 6. We're trying to close it out here in our building, so it's everything's on the line here, and we came out there with a good first period.
Duvie, you guys look like you're seeing a lot of pressure out there on the points in terms of getting those point shots away. It looks like they're covering you guys tightly. You get that feeling out there?
Yeah, it's tough. You get the puck there and you got to get it off your stick quick. You can't even move your feet. The guys are out on you pretty hard. So, we're just looking to get pucks anywhere around the net, even off the backboards, and let our forwards do their work around there.
You've been locking a lot of ice time in the playoffs, and in this series especially, you, Dan Smith, Clay Wilson. Brett Motherwell has to step up a little bit here tonight because David Cullen is out. And for the rest of you guys that are left, how much more responsibility do you have to take with a veteran guy out of your lineup?
Oh, it's huge. Cully's been playing unbelievable in the playoffs here, and it's a big loss for our team. But the age-old saying, everybody has to pick up a little bit and play a little bit better to make up for the loss of Cully there.
Duvie, I asked Brett Motherwell a similar question a couple of games ago. You played a lot with him this season. A lot of people think you guys are similar players. Do you think you've been able to play a role in sort of bringing him along this year?
Well, if I did, that's great. He's a great young player, and he's got a lot of potential. So it's been a lot of fun playing with him, and I'm sure he'll tell you that he's taught me a couple of tricks too. So it's been a great balance, and it's been a lot of fun playing with him.
One last thing for you, Duvie. When you had a late night last night and you had to travel here and you get in at 4 in the morning, and I know the Marlies did it too. I'm not making an excuse just for the Crunch, but from a player standpoint, how tough is it to get back out there and have to play a game with this kind of intensity today?
Actually, it's really easy. After a loss, you want to play, put the pads on right away. So I think everybody on the bus ride home was really looking forward to playing the next day, and we were glad we didn't have a day off. So it worked out great. Great scheduling by the league. We got in at 4 o'clock and then played at 7 o'clock at night. So everybody in our dressing room is pretty happy about that.
All right, Duvie, thank you very much. Get into that dressing room, and best of luck the rest of the way tonight.
Thanks, guys.
That is Duvie Westcott, defenseman for the Syracuse Crunch, and he has logged a ton of ice time in the playoffs. Coming up next.